Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And this is Invincible. Finally checking it out. Season 3, episode 1. And you can get our full uncut reactions to this over on Patreon. Links in the description of this video. We'll also find a playlist for all of our reactions for Invincible.
Yeah.
So are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
This child is Mark's brother, which makes him family to me too.
See how big he's gotten. They've done a time jump. Ugh.
Yeah.
Your father will be executed.
Ugh.
Shot me in the fucking... I'm here for you, Eve.
I love how just happy he sounds and excited.
Is that a big tooth? Oh, big foot. Okay.
Oh.
You could do better than that.
I'ma hurt you so bad.
Ah, he's having fun again. Oof. Spiked like a football.
I did it! I win! I win!
That's the second time you celebrated too soon.
Whoa.
Nice.
You okay?
No! You're mean!
No. They were just sparring.
Let's give the kid a break. He's been a champ. His parents are getting worried. It's only 8 after all.
We're still searching for a cure for his condition.
Then what's next? I'm gonna need like 20 new costumes if we're gonna keep doing this.
Come on, you gotta break the record.
I got lost on the way back.
Hold it.
Don't drop it. Okay. I thought it was gonna be a bigger wave than that.
So did I.
That was the heaviest thing we could find for Mark to lift, and he just lifted it.
When we're through with him, he'll finally live up to the name.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
Over the last 90 days, Mark's speed has increased 65%, his endurance 70%, and his strength, and we checked this wasn't a mistake,
1,000.
38%.
The million-dollar question then. Did he beat that Viltrumite woman who made us all shit our pants?
But she implied someone much worse was coming.
Yeah.
Which is why we're not stopping here.
Fuck me! Glad it's not leg day.
Glad it's not leg day.
Cecil's got me on a training plan.
How much did all this cost, Cecil? Is this why the coffee maker's still broken at Guardians HQ?
We bought you a new hand, Rex. That wasn't cheap.
And this is the 3rd time I've been back trying to get it adjusted? I'm trying to give you the finger right now, and I can't.
Man, that's your favorite finger.
It's my favorite finger. Customer service in this place is terrible.
Sir, somebody appears to be stealing the Declaration of Independence from the National Archives building.
Nick Cage.
Can't be Doc Seismic. He's still under lock and key. You feel like trying out those new muscles of yours?
I am standing right here.
Maybe I should take Rex. Who knows how tough this could be?
Team up.
Take Rex.
You both suck.
Ah, Rex.
National Archives,
Glad you're likable.
Washington.
Spy?
Now we're messing up the past. Relax!
Oof, that guy's dead.
Definitely.
Dickheads! Eve says she hasn't seen you in months, and that you're avoiding her?
I've been busy.
Focus, guys. Come on.
You're single, she's single. Obviously, you two have had
Don't blow up.
for each other since like...
Oh,
Not that he does the Spidey thing.
yeah.
It's 6 words. Wanna go out sometime? Please? Oh, no, don't say please. Sounds desperate. So I want you to be happy.
Yeah, Rex has changed.
Okay, mine's down, by the way.
Hey, I'm trying to hold back. I don't want to hurt him too much. I think he's just a normal dude.
Normal this!
Totally normal.
Is this guy bench pressing the moon?
Ooh. Their worlds duplicate.
You killed my sister!
Oh, okay.
I didn't kill Gate Man! The Lizard League did!
Oh man, poor Rex.
Yeah. I didn't know she had a brother. The same powers.
By the looks of it, he didn't know either.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, Mark.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That guy's really strong.
Come on.
And they still got the declaration.
Because they were just screwing around, not taking it seriously.
I don't want to hurt you.
There's a lot of them.
All alone.
Oh.
Yep. Nice. As long as you don't kill all of them, you can kill the rest of them.
Kate?
Mm-hmm.
You guys can see her too, right? It's not just me.
Kate, they said you were dead.
You're alive. Why didn't you... You let me and Ray think you were dead?
She wanted to disappear for a while.
It almost got me disappeared too.
Mm-hmm.
You knew.
Only recently.
Ah, fuck!
It worked!
His favorite finger.
You almost murdered me for nothing.
I've killed people for less.
Yeah, like me.
Could you kill people for less than nothing? Oh.
Yeah.
At least he held back not to kill him.
Paul almost killed Rex. And because of him, those guys got away with the Declaration of Independence.
What?
He's going to prison.
Good.
Yeah, he's getting arrested.
Yeah.
And he should, because he sounds like a dick.
Well, I mean, his sister died, so he was just going after, you know.
That's not what made him a dick. The I've killed people for less line. I'm like, oh, so he's a villain.
Now can I go play? Because that was the deal if I got them all.
Oh, wow. A young purple mark.
We're done for the day.
Yes! Hi, Mom, going outside to play. See you later.
They say they grow up fast. His growth and development are off the charts. But they should start to level off once he reaches puberty.
Hi, bro. You know stuff. How important is the Declaration of Independence again?
Ask your brother.
See you both tomorrow.
Ask your brother. Huh.
Well, if he hadn't dropped out of college, you'd know too. I'm glad to have you home, especially with Oliver growing up so quickly. He really looks up to you, you know?
Aw, playing catch.
I had to save Rex from like 100 multi-poles.
If I was there, I would have made sure we got him.
I bet you would.
We'll be a team, right? You'll teach me, and we'll go fight bad guys.
Once you get your powers. I promise. I didn't get my powers until I was way older than... you.
Too late. You promised.
You suckered you.
Kid is smart.
What happened to you?
Check it out.
Hey,
Kate? Kate!
I missed you guys.
How did you survive?
I always keep a copy for safekeeping.
We're both rejoining the Guardians, effective immediately.
Also,
I'm pregnant? No.
Engaged.
Are you guys engaged?
That's why she showed you the ring.
I'm glad you're sitting down, Rex, because it's a full-on family reunion today.
hey, Rex.
Yay.
Aww.
Oh,
She's all better.
This hurts. But I don't even care.
Says she's all healed up and ready to get back to saving the world.
Nice.
I heard you came to the hospital a lot.
We almost got killed together, so that makes us like,
Losers?
I was gonna say too hot to live, too cool to die, but sure.
Aw, they gonna get together?
Family's back, baby, and unbreakable.
Enlighten me.
The residents of this town reported that their groundwater's recently become sulfurous and undrinkable. There's been a chain of small earthquakes throughout this region. Children here have reported hearing strange sounds from a local cave system.
Okay, so what's going on underground?
There's been 3 subway derailments in the last month in New York,
Yeah, dude, how many things before you stop saying it's a coincidence?
but we've categorized over 300 unusual geological events, sir.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And they're happening everywhere.
But when it graduates to more than a giant coincidence, call me.
There's one other thing you should see, sir.
Too late. Promise.
Oh,
This, Donald, you should have led with this.
now they're gonna come in and take the kid.
And the fact that Oliver kept them a secret, I mean, that worries me. He's too young. You think he's not going to try them out?
He promised.
And you gotta teach him how to use those powers responsibly. Otherwise something could happen to him. What happened to you?
Yeah.
Where he doesn't know his own strength and he kills somebody.
So,
Those are some realistic bowling scores.
this other her isn't her. Just ask this eval. See where it goes.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
I want to be honest with her from the start.
There's a big difference between being honest and being too honest. And this is definitely the latter.
I agree.
It's his heart.
Again?
He's still having pain from what Sinclair did.
I'm getting used to it.
How frequent?
If there's one thing I've learned, it's that life can change in an instant.
Thanks, Rick. That's good advice.
How are we gonna get back to campus?
You can fly.
Say, Mom.
To a loop.
Awesome.
Do it.
I do love her home so much.
Okay. Just tell her how you feel. Easy.
Or just ask her out.
Are you gonna hover out there all day talking to yourself?
If you want to go to the zoo, then stop squirming.
But you and April always say I should be myself.
But you want to be a superhero, right? And you know that many superheroes have secret identities. Even your brother.
Well done.
This is your secret identity.
Cool.
Just don't get the kid wet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about my powers.
That's okay, Oliver. But no more secrets.
Huh?
You're not done yet.
Wait, I'm not finished.
Think you missed a spot there, kiddo. I'm Cecil Stedman.
I've heard of you. You tell superheroes what to do, and if they don't listen, you get super mad.
Yeah, pretty accurate.
Because I'm almost a superhero, too.
That's why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who can fly now?
Wait, already? Oh man, I feel for your mom. How are you gonna keep him in the house?
I don't know yet. Are you going to college?
Yeah, I realized my dad was right. I mean, look at this place. It's barely staying up here.
No, I love your house. I want your house.
Why is going to school more nerve-wracking than fighting aliens?
Because out of your comfort zone.
Okay.
Do it.
I've been thinking about this a lot, and I want to see if we could
Go on a date.
work together, but like
Romantically.
as people, not work.
Are you asking me out?
In the most painful way possible.
Yeah.
I'm just doing a terrible job.
Yes.
But it's kind of endearing. It's sweet.
It is.
I would have appreciated a call.
You found out anyway.
I thought we agreed to trust each other, Debbie.
There's no trust with you.
Please.
Exactly.
How many times do we have to have this conversation? My responsibilities will always be to my family first, and that's never going to change, no matter what.
That's honestly why they kind of need both of you in their lives.
Yep.
His is for the planet, yours is for your family. Both need to be considered.
Yeah. This guy's messing stuff up.
What the hell?
Oh,
Jesus Christ! Are you serious? Cecil spends $10 gajillion on Mark's fitness. Fix our goddamn. Oh! What the fuck is this?
oh shit, what is that?
Rex.
No.
But worse, we can't reach a single hero. Even the Guardians have gone silent.
Most heroes carry a GDA tracker. Throw them up on the screen.
I'm sorry, but I can't agree to that.
It would only be for a few hours a day. We can monitor his superpowers more closely.
Chuck, there's about to be a big hole in the middle of your kitchen.
The only reason I even let April in here is because I trust her.
Ouch.
Cecil,
What are you talking about? What, every single one?
What's going on?
Every superhero in America has been abducted, except for 2.
You're 2.
No, Eve and Mark.
Yeah, because they haven't chipped the kid yet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try.
Really?
I mean, it makes sense, right?
And they're high up.
Let's try and see what happens.
Nice.
Oh man, I just didn't want to leave you hanging anymore.
And
Leave me hanging.
My God.
To me out.
Mark.
Dude.
Remember that other you I told you about?
Yeah?
She asked her out of pity now.
And
So you're only asking me out now because the other me, who is not me,
Yep.
told you how miserable she was?
that's not it.
Did you have feelings for me before you met her?
Eve, I mean, of course.
Or are you only here because you feel sorry for me?
Exactly.
God, no, that's not.
That's why you don't bring that up.
Cecil, please. Not now. What do you mean? Just Eve and I? Eve, there's a problem.
This better be fucking cataclysmic.
Yeah, kind of is. Oh, no.
No, kid, no. Oh, no.
Come on, Oliver. You're not ready, dude. Good job, Mom.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It took months for me and my friends to learn all of your particular vibrations. It was worth every minute of my incarceration.
You haven't stopped a thing!
Yep, you're stopped.
Oh, shit! Stop!
Any luck? I've diverted all power to my transmitter. It should just reach the GDA surveillance network from this far underground.
What do you want, Seismic?
Oh, soon you'll all feel the full weight of the evil you've done to support your failing human race. For you are all dust, and to dust you shall return. What is that sound?
Someone coming to kick your ass.
I was gonna say, Eve's got some rage to work out, so.
You didn't get them all. Leave one wolf and the sheep are never safe.
Well. It's my old friends, token diversity and gender stereotype.
I'm not impressed anymore.
That's how we talk.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just focus on freeing your friends.
Yeah. Lava man. Okay. So, a little bit harder than we thought.
Our situation is rapidly becoming dire.
How does a nobody like Doc Seismic pull shit like this? Open up the dark room and ready drop pods 1 through 3.
I didn't mean anything, but Cecil said all the superheroes were gone. So I wanted to go out and help until they got back.
And I'm glad you wanted to help. Why didn't you talk to me first?
And you're not ready.
Because you knew I'd say no?
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe that's a clue that you shouldn't be trying to sneak out.
I guess. I'm sorry, Mom.
I understand. You just want to be like Invincible, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know who's Invincible's mom? I'll ask him to start training you so someday you can be a hero just like him. As long as there's no more secrets between us. Promise?
I promise.
She's doing a great job with him.
Yeah, she really is.
She knows how to motivate him. All right, with these things you have to hold back. You can just kill them.
Yeah, how come you're not able to inflict more damage on them?
It's the armor.
These creatures were born deep in the fire and pressure of the Earth's womb.
He's not lying.
Free the others!
You're right, beautiful. Go for the others.
Stop her!
Go, yeah. Oh. There you go. Come on, Mark. You're stronger than this. Oh, some poison.
Are you okay?
Does she look okay? What if it does this to him? Ultramarines.
Wake up! Wake Eve up! She can get us out of these things!
Eve, wake up!
Yeah, Rex is naked in there.
Yeah.
Eve, please! We're in big trouble.
What happened?
You gotta get us out of here.
4.
Batman!
Final quips before your deaths?
Eat your own dick!
Yes, Rex.
I don't think so.
1.
What the fuck?
Yep, they are freaky looking. Get to work.
It bleeds.
Ooh.
Down, so is everyone!
Yeah, gotta stop him. Rip his arms off. Yeah, cut him off. Ooh. Or that. We have nobody bossing us around anymore. Do we really want to be doing this?
We won! My dick's out and I don't.
Darkwing?
Darkwing too, technically. But yes. Why the hell is he here? And why the fuck are those things here? He's a murderer. The guy who made those things killed people. They almost killed my best friend.
He's right. I did a terrible thing, but that was before.
You should be in prison.
Are you okay?
No.
He's got a big hole in him.
Cecil said he put Sinclair away and Darkwing too, and now they're both working for him? I was an idiot to believe Cecil. Even my mom warned me about trusting you.
Stand down, Invincible. They saved everyone here. We can get to the bottom of this together.
Oh, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this right now.
Mark, wait!
I can't, Eve. I'm sorry. And I'm
About
sorry
everything.
about before, too.
Yeah.
I messed it all up.
Yeah, that you did.
He's coming.
And he's pissed.
He turned people into monsters. He almost killed William. He should be in prison.
D.A. Sinclair's a genius. Darkwing cracked from fighting endless crime in Midnight City. You don't waste people like that. You reform them. Let them make restitution for their mistakes.
They murdered people.
Sinclair's new reanimen are made with donated corpses. Darkwing will never kill again. They both went through severe psychological reprogramming. They save lives now, Mark, and are repaying the very substantial debt they owe us all.
That is bullshit, and you know it.
Is it? You killed Angstrom Levy. Should I lock you up too?
You know that was different.
A man's still dead because of you.
And I think about it every single day. But he almost killed my mom and brother.
Everyone has a limit.
How about you extend me the same privilege and go home?
No, I'm not going anywhere until Sinclair and Darkwing are both back in prison. Did you hear me?
He heard you.
I'm not leaving until... Wait, why are we in here again? What are you hiding in here? Who else is working for you?
The White Room is for my protection.
Protection from what?
From you, Mark. From you.
Oh, shit.
Viltrumites have conquered thousands of planets. But man, their prison food sucks. I really thought it would be better. I mean, I know, it's prison food, but still, if I'm being honest, I was expecting more. We usually kill our enemies, not feed them. Yeah, well, it shows. If you don't like it, you should go. You're stronger than when we first met. Strong enough to break out of here, if you tried. I'm very flattered you noticed that. Thank you. Second, like I've said 100 times before, I am not leaving here without you. And I'm never leaving. So go, before they laser you open to figure out how you're so strong. Why do you care so much? I don't. Live, die, it's your choice. Besides, like you said, I am incredibly ripped now, so it would take a pretty big laser to do me in. 1 second, can we just talk about this before we,
Okay, you walked away from it.
So that sucked, but I was right. You're alive? Were you worried I was gonna die? Well,
You cared.
This is progress. You care about me. I feel like you're halfway to joining the cause. Hello, Nolan. Hello? Oh, I get it. You're ignoring me. Very mature. Also, not how new best friends should treat each other. Hello? Nolan, come on. Come on, seriously. Stop.
Strong start to season 3.
Hell yeah. There was a very intense episode at the end of season 2. So like the intensity of where season 2 left off, I think demands a very strong opening to season 3. And I think they knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. And like also but like a fun opening to it too. You can't start with the heavy in this one. And after redeeming Rex, brought him in, and now like we're excited to see Rex on screen. And he brought a lot of the humor to it. And his lines like, "I won, my dick's out, and I don't care."
Yep. That was the one that was in my head too.
Yeah.
I mean, God, I love when Rex is there because it means we're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Which isn't to say that the rest of the show isn't fun. It's a wonderful show, but like the rest of it is it's so weird to say in the superhero thing, but the rest of it's more real, right? Like it's relationships and the challenges and the families and the job, and it's like what makes it such a great show is that they've made superheroes very in a weird way running sort of parallel lives to us with juggling all of those things and made them very human. So when Rex comes on, it's like, okay, we get the break from like all of the normal stuff and the heavy stuff that we deal with in our lives too. And we get to just be ridiculous and have fun. And he's sassy and makes light of so much that we need it.
Yeah. And so like onto the relationship thing, like Mark, there was a way to like tell her the truth and address it, but like not make her feel like the pity case, or that like you're only doing it because it's just like, oh, well, she's in love with me, and so I feel like I should give it a chance, something like that. It's should have been like as easy as, met your future self, and she talked about how much she like, how miserable she was because, she never said that she loved me. And I just thought about my future self and how my future self probably was just as miserable because I never got to express to you how much I liked you. And because of that, like, I want to now make sure that I don't have that regret and see, where this goes. Which, I mean, like, that's not perfect. It's still stumbling, but it's better. It's not like making her feel like a pity case. Because that actually makes me think a lot about when we were first started dating. So we were driving home. We were filming independent film together and just, talking. And you had talked about like how sometimes with people, like it would happen where like you would like the guy and not say anything, and then like he would like you and not say anything, and then like later on you two would find out that you liked each other, but then like the moment had passed, and I was just thinking, I'm like, okay, that's not gonna be me, it's not gonna be us, and so that's when I decided to like ask you out.
And I think like the way that you said it in terms of how Mark could have communicated to Eve, that I'm like, okay, having heard how you said that, I'm like, that can work. That's a good way of doing it if you're gonna go the route of divulging everything.
Yeah.
That's the right way to do it, the way you described. Not the way Mark did it. My mindset was more so, and I think, Mark's friend said this really well too, is recognize that this Eve is her own person and not the same as that future Eve.
Yeah.
Let's not go in with the whole like, hey, let's see if we can be a relationship, or let's see if we are soulmates, or your future self told me you're miserable. No, none of that is relevant to this Eve. Like this Eve, just ask her out on a date. Just say, hey, like, I was thinking about you and I thought maybe it'd be fun if we could go and catch a movie sometime or grab dinner. Just start casual. Just start with a date and see what happens. And then maybe, 3 months into the relationship and things are going well, you can say, like, by the way, I didn't want to say this because it was really trippy to me and I didn't want to freak you out, but like, this is what kind of was going on when your future self talked to me, and then say everything that he said.
Well, yeah, and like the other smart thing that William said was that like, okay, there's like the truth, and then there's like too much truth. And when you just come in with like too much truth, like especially like if you're on like a first date or like asking somebody out, and like you just like drop all your baggage at once on them, like that is too much truth. All right, and it's like, yes, you want to find someone that you can be honest with. Yes, you want to find someone that you can be your true self with, and like, but like you put your best foot forward on the first date. They put their best foot forward, and then you see if you like that part. And then, as you go on, more and more you start to open up more and more, and there's more trust built, and people know that like you're not all crazy, that there's some not crazy too. If you just drop all your, like everyone's got crazy. If you just drop all your crazy at the door right away, it's gonna freak people out.
Yeah, I always thought it's a great song lyric from the musical Rent, but it's like, I'm looking for someone whose baggage goes with mine. We all have baggage. Nobody is without baggage, but you have to find someone that your baggage and their baggage, fit well together. You can carry it together, however we want to take the metaphor, even the way that Mark started this before making Eve a pity case, even that I was like, oh, this is terrible, only because it seemed like he was putting too much pressure on it. It was like, let's see if we work. It was like, whoa, we haven't even had a date, and the working forever, like, I don't know. There was a part where it was like, slow down, pump the brakes. You've missed a couple steps. And I think, we all have our quirks and our isms and our baggage, but that's not what you want to show on the first date. And you want to have that first date to see if you can ever get to a point of showing those things. Yeah.
And then Cecil and Mark's debate was interesting as well. Because like, I mean, that isn't that like the prison in general is supposed to be like, about reform, right? And whatnot. And but oftentimes, a lot of times people go in there and like can come out worse because of what goes on in prison. But like Cecil's trying to do the whole reform thing, and it's like, okay, at least that's what he's saying. So I agree with what he's saying in the sense of just like, okay, these people have tremendous gifts. Let's try to use them for good instead of for evil. But Mark's right in calling out his bullshit, because Cecil, like, this is like the package you're putting on it. That's like the PR package you're putting on it or whatever. But you're just like, they're tools. And there's like, I want to use these tools for myself versus like these tools going off and like being independent. And this is like, I think this is why Cecil's like, this is why superheroes need to be controlled. Because if they're not, then they're going to go off and become supervillains, like, without regulation. So, I mean, he really is government because he's all about the regulation.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny kind of as you were talking about, I was like, this argument in that they're having about these, like, you can extrapolate that, and it's so relevant to the world we live in, whether it's about prison and reformation and if that's possible and what, you know, what goes into that and what does it take. Or what I was thinking of as you were talking about, like, the power of it in superheroes was like AI.
Yeah.
There are a lot of conversations happening right now about AI and like how much freedom should AI have and how much should we teach it and in what ways should we use it. There was an article that I read, I think this was last week, I was telling you about it, but it was very interesting because it talked about AI and how like the idea of AI was really to be essentially like the world's best research assistant. That like if you were researching something, it will take all the information from the internet and it will feed that to you, but it will feed it to you like with citations and give you the opportunity to then assess the relevancy of the information for yourself and form your own opinions. What AI has done more now with chatbots is actually spitting out opinions to you. And by putting an opinion in there, it's also inherently putting bias in there. And we've seen some prejudices and things like, you know, they talk about how chatbots can be racist or sexist and things like that. And it's because human bias is now being fed into the chatbots. But the world of AI is massive, and we can do great things with it, like finding all the information for you and giving you sources and letting you, you know, not need a research assistant because you can collect it all on your own. That's very valuable. Spitting out a racial bias to you, not valuable. And especially if you don't have the sense to recognize that for what it is, too, it can be really dangerous.
And, I mean, on that argument, it's not that, like, just totally mistrust Cecil. Like, I mean, Mark himself, it's like, you are not, like, you might be the strongest hero out of everyone else here, but you are not, like, the moral authority as well on, like, who gets to be reformed, who doesn't, like, what just, like, you know the justification for why you killed Engstrom, you know, because it's through your own lens and, like, you've lived your life and, like, you know who you are, but, like, you don't know everything that Darkwing has gone through, and you haven't lived that life, and known like what it might do to you if you had his life. So yeah, in a sense, like, you know, I'm not saying that I totally 100% agree with Mark either.
Yeah, it's a good debate to have between the two of them, and we know that their butting heads is going to happen continuously and probably increasingly more so. Because neither one of them has the ability to fully trust the other. And sitting here as the audience member, I'm like, well, and I don't really know that either one of you is 100% trustworthy. Like, Cecil always has an agenda.
Yeah.
We know that. We know we can't trust Cecil. But Mark, for his strength and for his moral righteousness, which can be, having a strong moral compass is a wonderful thing, but moral righteousness and viewing yourself as the one who can make judgment on others to such a severity, that in and of itself can be dangerous. And then pair that with superpowers of invincible strength.
Yeah.
And that can be very deadly.
Yeah, for sure. You made a good call about the centipedes or whatever, like the poison, like if it can affect Viltrumites or whatever, that might be another weapon. That was an interesting thought. I thought that might be like, ooh, that could come up later. And then how that scene ended also, like with them in the White Room, and he's like, doesn't trust Mark because like he saw Mark has killed before, so would he snap again? And now he's a lot stronger and everything. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. It's
so interesting because so often I feel like we get ourselves into trouble when we act through fear. I always think of, and I say it so many times during like our Rebels reactions, but like fear leads to anger leads to hate leads to the dark side. Cecil's acting out of fear. Cecil fears Mark. And so he's done this thing, but it is the exact thing that's going to make Mark distrust him exponentially.
Yeah.
You know, so it's that thing of like, well, if we could just kind of recognize our fear, let our fear move through us, but not act based on fear, act based on like love or whatever. But then that sounds so Pollyanna and naive at the same time. And it's like, well, yeah, but like the world's a dangerous place, and he can't like pretend these superheroes, like he can't go up and give Mark a hug and then pretend like Mark can't kill him if he wants to one day.
True.
I also like the debate between Cecil and Mark's mom with Debbie.
Yeah.
You know, and sort of Debbie is a mom, 1,000%. That is her job. That is what she is good at. That is what she likes to do. that is her number one priority. And so Mark and Oliver will be her number one priority. And it is sort of that thing of like, well, if the rest of the world burns, I don't want that to happen, but Mark and Oliver are my priority.
Yeah.
Which is very mom mentality. Whereas Cecil is like, well, I don't want anything to happen to Mark and Oliver, but the world has to survive and still stand here tomorrow.
Yeah. But then like his whole like, you know, it needs to work. I thought we said we were gonna like trust each other. It's like, okay, well, you didn't say that you were like spying on them and the whole time. So that doesn't sound like you are building trust as well. And it's like, yeah, trust is a two-way street there, Cecil. And he said, I don't think we could ever really trust Cecil, to be completely honest. And you know, I'm not saying that he doesn't have his good reasons or whatever for keeping things close to the vest, but come on. Don't be a hypocrite and be like, oh yeah, no, I'll be completely honest with you if you be completely honest with me. No, you won't.
Well, not just that, but what's going to happen when Mark shows up at home and tells Debbie about this army that Cecil has built specifically to take him out? You know, as if Cecil already didn't have much trust with Debbie, this news is going to also massively erode any that might be there.
Yeah. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Invincible. But just keep in mind.
And our reaction is definitely not definitive.